What up, people? How y'all doing? I'm wishing y'all the best. This is Tatianna Tarot, hitting you up for one of my weekly videos, Tarot Energy Forecast of the Week, yada, yada, yada. If y'all been watching, y'all know I'm fashionably late. CPT time all the time. But I'm going to deliver the video today. Of all days, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, Sade's birthday, Aaliyah's birthday. So this video is a tribute and homage to them. May it serve you well. May it inspire you to serve others as well for the highest good of all involved. Ashe. So I'm going to be using my Ghetto Tarot deck, fashioned out of the Rider-Waite deck, but done by Smeets and her photography in Haiti. I'm going to be using this deck this week to pull out and figure out what Spirit wants us to know. Any information on the conscious and subconscious realms will come out through this card, and I'm going to be topping it off with an oracle reading from the Isis Oracle deck because she's been very powerful lately. There's been a lot of divine feminine energy, a lot of changes going on. We're getting the remnants of 2016 out. You know, you still may be feeling some in the beginning of this year. It still feels a little bit lethargic. It still feels a little bit like, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed today and yesterday. So just bear with me, okay? Because we all human. Anyway, that's not going to last forever. There are going to be astrological shifts, and definitely you will be feeling the full effects of 2017, which is going to be dope as hell shortly. I think more around like March, I think, is when you're going to be feeling all this amazing energy. Anywho, I'm going to be using that oracle deck that is by Alana Fairchild. If you are interested in the Ghetto Tarot and you don't know where to find it, Google Ghetto Tarot and I bet you can find it. Especially if you Google the name Elise, L-I-A-L-I-C-E, Smeets, S-M-E-E-T-S. I don't know if it's directly on her website. When I bought it, it was through some sort of Kickstarter, GoFundMe program. She might have a different source to get the deck. Super affordable, super amazing if you're looking to begin your tarot journey, or you're just looking for a deck that's more representative of people of color, has a high dosage of melanin in it. Definitely you want to get that deck. It's really, really dope, and you'll be super impressed by the artwork and really heartfelt. I feel like it's very heartfelt. I really resonated with it very strongly. So we're going to be pulling out, I will do every week, for the month of January 16th all the way to January 22nd. Pulling out one card for Monday and Tuesday for the highest good of all involved. Spirit, I ask that you come out. I ask that you bring out our ancestors, high ascended masters, our higher selves, the Orishas, the lowest, the spirit guides, and any forces seen and unseen in love and light that can best direct ourselves today, that can best direct us today. Any information that you most need us to know, please come out with accuracy, precision, love, and detail. Ache. Okay, so Spirit, you already know. Monday and Tuesday, the 16th and the 17th of this month. What are we dealing with on the conscious level, Spirit? Monday and Tuesday of this week. What are we dealing with consciously? Oi, todito. Okay, this is way too many cards to be reading. All right, we be dealing with all types of stuff this week, okay? Let me just break into it because I don't feel like the cards are flying out for no reason. It's very important to take into account any cards that do fly out of your deck, or especially the first card that flies out of your deck. Sometimes you're shuffling, you get like 18 million cards that fly out. You really don't know which one to direct yourself first. At least the one that catches your eye is going to provide some sort of message for you. And again, to those that are new, that are watching, hello, what up? I'm just pulling this for the highest good of all involved. I know some of you guys think I'm a Satanist, evil bitch, but, you know, you'll figure it out once you watch whether I am or not. And if you can't figure it out, then don't watch. These cards are to give you information ideally information what's going on this week or what you can anticipate this week, but it's not always the case. Sometimes this information is going to resonate with you with weeks to come or months to come or days to come. So just be having an open mind, and if you want, you can totally whip out a pen and paper, because there's going to be information that's being thrown at you from every which way. I kind of get into a pseudo trance and I just start kind of blabbering for a long time. I don't really know what I'm saying until I snap out of it. And I'm like, what did I pull for this week? Like, I'm in another realm. So you may be picking up information from other realms as well, as our expanded sense of consciousness is being tapped into and being called forth to provide us guidance. You can most certainly expect some information to be coming from you, whether this is through the variety of your senses, be tasting something, be hearing something, be feeling something, be remembering something, or really resonating with some sort of idea or concept that pops out. You want to write it down, because now may not be the time that you're going to need to take action on it. It may be later. Pero the information, it's always best to have it at hand to reference later on, should you need it. So I'm just going to jump in, and y'all just going to, go with the wave and read what is consciously being delivered to us Monday and Tuesday. We got a lot of information here. 4 cards just fell out, okay? So bear with me. One of the cards is the Page of Machetes. So this is really dope. This is synonymous with the Page of Swords. There's excitement. There's development going on this week, okay? Like I said, the beginning of January, now we're towards the end of January, was a little like, what the hell's going on? Is it still 2016? I thought, I was waiting for the big shebang, the change and the shift, and being ready to like really manifest with my life and getting the stuff that I've been waiting and deserving of. What's going on. This is that dude that's really hype, and it's really like a messenger of hope and excitement and developmental information behind the scenes. So definitely you're going to be getting messages. You're going to be feeling like butterflies in your stomach, that's going to be prompting you to take action in your life, whatever aspect of your life that this may pertain to. It could be in regards to your relationship, your career, your hobbies, your lifestyle, your health, your family, your finances, your self-worth, your self-care. The Page of Machetes is surely here to kind of be coming in swiftly into your life with some information, with something that needs to be made to your awareness, to your consciousness, okay? You need to be mindful of this. And at the same time, you may be prompted to be a messenger for other people. You may be prompted to execute some sort of information, execute some sort of expression, whether it's like, I dance, so I feel like there's a choreography being birthed inside of me, and there's only so much time I have to really, express that with my body. So I really need to find the resources in order for me to best do that, to allow the spirit inside of me to birth itself through whatever outlet and aspect it wants. The Page of Machetes may represent that for you. You may be wanting to write, you wanting to sing, wanting to create something, maybe initiate some new plans. Maybe you are moving along in terms of your development in some ideas and some plans, and you're hearing back some vital information that you've been waiting for. Phenomenal. Good for y'all. I do see that this week is going to be a progressive one, a positive one. You'll be able to see some great changes in regards to how the prior weeks have been. Again, we get to see things moving forward rather than it being stagnant. So the Page of Machetes is really on his game. He is on it, just kind of looking for any opportunity for him to jump on the bandwagon and make his mark into the world, especially when we're talking about swords. We're talking about communication, expression, articulation of the mind, your mental status, the way you perceive things, thought forms. So anything of the intangible sense is being brought forth through the Page of Machetes. Okay, this can also put you on edge. Sometimes anxiety and excitement also manifests in the opposite of ways. And so you may be feeling very jittery, anticipating something to come, but not necessarily knowing what's going to come. It's always in your best favor to, support yourself with loving, affirming thoughts. Not just being woo woo, but, I read somewhere that worry is also a prayer. And so you got to be mindful of what you're praying for when you're freaking out like that. And it ain't going to help you, ain't going to help your blood pressure, ain't going to help the people around you. They probably don't want to be around you when you're in that state of being. Probably don't even want to be around yourself when you're in that state of being. So just bear in mind that if you feel that your mind is getting a hold of itself and is jumping ahead, jumping towards conclusions, creating a story that has no factual basis but is going on a negative pathway, you always have the power to switch it up and really just anticipate the best. And you can always ask the universe, you can ask the orishas, you can ask the loas, you can ask the deities, the spirits, whatever you resonate with, source energy. May this exceed my expectations. May this be for the highest good of all involved, for my highest good. Whatever information I'm picking up in my gut that's making me feel uneasy or making me feel a type of way, may this be positive for me. May this only be, of my highest interest, okay? Because source energy has your highest interest in mind. And so sometimes we just need to remember that. As fearful creatures of habit, we need to remind ourselves to check ourselves periodically and come back to self and really realign ourselves with our center. The second card that's falling out for Monday and Tuesday on the conscious level is the Four of Pentacles. And this is speaking on a couple of things. The Four of Pentacles is really interesting because, this talks about, I feel like something's coming, something greater than what you can ever imagine. I mean, you're ready to break through, break through any limitations, break through fears, but also you're ready to try new different things in your life. Maybe you're ready to date someone that you would normally not be attracted to. Maybe you're ready to try some new experiences, try new foods, get into certain hobbies, and in a sense of a direction that is completely different than what you would normally course on. The Page of Machetes can be that. The Page of Machetes can represent good timing, like a timing for you to move forward and being very vigilant, very intellectual, very sharp as to when to jump on board on that. Seeing the opportunities that are around you. Now, the Four of Pentacles, if we look at this card, he's kind of keeping to himself. He's hoarding his own energy. He's hoarding his own time. He's hoarding his resources. This may be for a variety of reasons. So if this is resonating with you in terms of, yes, you should be saving money. You should be saving your time. You should be saving your energy. You should be conserving yourself for, and then result, a little bit of self-sacrifice in order to get this result, this idea, this intention popping. By all means, that's good to hold back. Maybe you can't allow yourself to hang out 3 nights a week. Maybe you gotta sacrifice your weekends. Maybe you can't chill with your best friend like that because you gotta finish your online business that you want to launch, or you want to invest in studying your lines for a play, or you want to, add on 10 more hours to some sort of rehearsal you have in your practice. This can talk about really finding what your priorities are and sticking to that, and really being disciplined and grounded in your approach as you build up prosperity, as you build up maybe even financial income, as you build up what you are tangibly creating on this earth, which is what the pentacles represent. It represents the physicality of our efforts, taking a thought and turning into something physical on this planet. Our time, our resources, our energy on a spiritual level, and maybe getting money for that, giving physical and what is it called? The physical manifestation of our efforts, but it's also, not a monetary gain. I'm forgetting the word. it'll come back to me later. But this also alludes to that concept is, what are you willing to give up in order to get what you really want? There's a balance here. So what's the balance that you're willing to attain while you're gaining and you're increasing your momentum and you're increasing, the pathway to your goal, you're reaching greater heights. The Four of Pentacles can also mean self-investment, and not just with money, even though money can be related to it. You may want to be saving your money to go attend that course that's going to teach you X, Y, and Z, that's going to help you go to this area of your life. Maybe you want to save money so you can go travel the world. Maybe you want to save your energy in space so you really know what sort of direction you're going in without being so dispersed all over the place and so blah. You just want to kind of be self-contained for a hot minute and be like, all right, where am I coming from? What are my triggers? What's motivating me in moving forward? Before I really jump into this whole 2017 situation, what's my game plan? Sometimes you just need to take a step back and just not share yourself for a minute to kind of marinate on your intentions. Again, this can also mean that you are not being vulnerable enough with the messages and the information that's being thrown at you. You may be getting this in your heart, feeling it in your heart, knowing that it's real, but still too scared to make a move. Still keeping to yourself, still wanting to ignore the truth that is emanating from you. The Four of Pentacles, again, self-investment, educating yourself, taking the time to train yourself in a new field. If you want to teach yourself astrology, pick up a book, look at YouTube. You want to teach yourself tarot, Google it, figure it out. If you want to teach yourself a new craft like yoga, how to cook, how to be a vegan, this may be time for you, ideal time for you to really take advantage of the resources around you. Do the research. Go out there, get that information, and just sit pretty and store yourself with it while you're learning and you're increasing your knowledge and your information and your wisdom and your sense of inner prosperity. That could be, representative of the Four of Pentacles as well. The two other cards that are coming out is the Knight of Cups and the Eight of Cups. Again, when we're talking about cups, we're talking about the emotional realm, our sentiments, the way that we use our senses, how we flow with the will of the universe, our sensitivity, intuitive realms, psychic realms, and which sort of direction, is going with that. The Knight of Cups is coming out because I feel like there's love and opportunity coming in. When I see this in conjunction with the Eight of Cups over here, and let me just hold this up because I know some of you guys will be like, what the hell is she talking about? Anyway, I see that this is a popping week. We're only on week day 1, day 2, like Monday, Tuesday. Let me tell you, last week was lit for me too. I got to go to my very first voodoo ceremony for Erzuli Faida. I got to go there. I managed to convince my boo to go, who's like a Southern Baptist dude, and he don't know nothing about my world, but he's lit. He loves it. Like, he wants to know everything. So we have fun. I got to see somebody possessed that, for the first time it wasn't me. So that was great. That was a good sharing experience. I'm passing the flame over. But other than that, it's been a really, really interesting course of events that's allowed me to find more means of self-expression and really enjoy life from moment to moment. And I really feel that you're gonna be well compensated this week or in the months to come. The Knight of Cups is, he is able to be vulnerable. Okay, so we were talking about this sense of vulnerability or not being able or ready to share yourself, not feeling maybe that you're well equipped or you're worthy or you have the information you need to share yourself. Well, now you do. There may be a quick shift where you regain your confidence. You start having a swag to your step again. And the Knight of Cups is like putting himself out there, being like, I love myself unconditionally. I accept myself unconditionally. I'm going to go out there and offer my best sense of self, whether that's through my creativity, through my, imaginating, what the fuck? Imagining your best outcome and just really acting as if. The Knight of Cups knows no, judgment for self. He's not like judging himself. He's just willy-nilly, all free with it. And he's like, I'm going to offer my heart. I'm going to offer my heart and my soul. And I'm just really willing to put it out there for whoever resonates with it. And this is a sense of freedom, a sense of a sense of peace, that everything is going to be okay, that we're seeing in the Eight of Cups. This also may be a reward, that an unexpected reward that you're getting for detaching yourself from a toxic and unhealthy situation. So if you were wondering, oh, is my life going to pick up now that I've done these changes? It's so uncomfortable. I stepped out of my comfort zone and I'm not certain if I'm doing the right thing or it was the right decision for me. Yeah, it's the right decision. The Knight of Cups can represent like some sort of romantic conquest that comes into your life, or someone that just really appreciates you for who you are and is validating all your emotions and is really, really ready to be like down with the cause to help you create. Could be a creative partner, could be a lover, could be a parent. And in all aspects, we can see a sense of soulmate energy here. Even if that's with yourself, even if that's with you coming to terms with what aspects of yourself you had to abandon in order to get better. You're like, I see these 8 cups here and they were yummy and they were delicious and I drank them all. But I want 9 cups, and I want 10 cups, I want 11 cups. And how would my life be if I had 20 cups? So this is really dope because it's taking you to the next level. And mind you, we don't know where this dude is going in the 8 of Cups. We just know that he is completely going off on an independent path. In his own terms, his own rules, seeking value, seeking phenomenal experience that touches his soul, and really seeking a sort of enlightenment that only he will know what it is when he finds it. He may not have a clear idea as to what that is right now, but you'll know when you find it, when you are emptying yourself of who you were in order to become who you're going to be. And who you were meant to be. Really a sense of facing your destiny this week. Getting to the nitty gritty. Being very honest and vulnerable with yourself. Saying like, I can't fuck around no more with this and this and this. This is holding me back. Let me reflect and analyze. Really look at the truth logically and see, take a minute here. Hold back. What resources do I have around me that are in my favor and what's not in my favor? What do I need to just kind of assess and reevaluate and allow to continue or just hold back? And it seems like you are strongly coming up with an answer because you're ready to put yourself out there in the world. You're ready to make your mark. No failure. The only failure would have been to like hold yourself back and not to do what you are, resonating with the most. And so that's for Monday and Tuesday, the 16th and the 17th of this week. Now that was a long time, so I'm just going to jump into Wednesday and Thursday, the 18th and the 19th of this week, and see what's being brought to our consciousness for Wednesday and Thursday. And again, those cards that fell out, because we were asking for the consciousness, and also we normally ask for the subconscious, what we do not know, what we need to know. You could take those 4 cards and mix and match them. They could be things that you already know, you already resonate, or information that you had no clue. And it's like, wow, maybe that's going to help me, help me gear myself towards the right direction. Wednesday and Thursday of this week. 18th and 19th of January. 18th and 19th of January, consciousness. 18th and 19th of January, consciousness. Okay. Subconscious. Subconscious. What's going on here? We see a willingness to build with our pain. We see a willingness to build with our shadows. I don't feel like we're really hiding from ourselves anymore. It's going to be like I don't give a shit. Listen, if I'm petty, I'm petty. You got to accept it. I'm human. I'm working towards being the greatest human I could possibly be. I am operating out of my highest self. I'm operating out of my best self, the source of consciousness that I know that I can operate out of. This probably made no fucking sense, but you guys know what I'm saying. But the Knight of Pentacles is coming out as the conscious card. And when we see this dude, he is kind of foreseeing what is to come in his future. He may have a small seed of intention, a small seed of hope, and he can see where that seed is going to lend him in like 10, 15, 20, 100 years. So he's very much a visionary, but he's a visionary with a cause. And he's action oriented, and he's very slow and steady. He could be very stubborn in his ways because he doesn't see maybe how his vision could be to his detriment, or how his vision can improve, or maybe shortcuts along the way. So bear in mind that when we see the Page of Pentacles, you are now ready to put down the work. So if you're talking about, well, I want to leave my job, I want to leave my man, I want to attract this type of man, I want to attract this type of woman. The hell happened to my chest? I want to learn X, Y, and Z, or I want to move here. Chances are that you've been receiving this information. You've been marinating on it for quite some time. You know it's the next step. Put one foot in front of the other. At least start, going with the momentum that's been given to you. The Knight of Pentacles is go, go, go. You don't got to be fast about it. You could be, at your own comfortable pace. But it's also very much like, let me take my time. Let me see what I can uncover here. How can I best fertilize my ideas and my concepts to make sure that they come into fruition? The Knight of Pentacles can be incoming income, new strands of income, streams of income. It can mean, I'm really hot. It can mean, yeah, just, you really being determined to make something of yourself, and not being afraid to do the work that's going to support that dream. All right. And what are we referencing to? What are we referencing this to? In the subconscious, we're getting the Devil card. And the Devil can represent our fears, our anxieties, our sense of shame and guilt. Subconscious, what we don't know how we operate, and we're doing to sabotage ourselves. I feel like you're now kind of, about this. About your shadow side. About your personal demons. How you can be a devil in your own life. And this is not about comparing yourself with other people, thinking about other people's hustle. Just really focusing on your own and focusing on tangible results. What you could be doing to really get to where you need to go. And really just confronting this. There's a sort of confronting energy here, like a fearlessness with this red cape. And he's like, well, this is me. How do I best partner with myself so that I don't, be a blot to my path? I need to be like, listen, I'm still trying to understand why you exist and why you act the type of way. Why don't you jump on the bike with me and we can travel together like two compassionate brothers, really understanding, your motivation and your trigger and your sense of pain and frustration. I get it. I feel you. I'm not going to abandon you. I'm not going to ignore you anymore. I'm just going to do the best I can to know how to handle this situation, know how to handle yourself on a more mature level. Really, really, really deep and profound changes this week. Okay, so get ready to do the work. Now, for the weekends, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, the 20th, the 21st, and the 22nd. Okay, bam. That's consciously, subconscious. Ooh, it's fluid this week. Okay, I can't wait to hear what y'all gotta tell me, because y'all be telling me stuff all week and I do read it. I'm so sorry. I can't get back to everybody as fast as I desire. I mean, my Twitter fingers are not that fast, trust. But I absolutely read every one of your comments. It really does touch my heart. I really, really do love to hear what's going on in your life and how the cards resonate with you. Whether you read or you don't, they do still have some sort of lingering important message for you. So it's just really fun for me to like hear how this energy and these stories kind of embed with your own. And now, without a doubt, this seems to be like one of the most exciting weeks, and I think that's a testament to Martin Luther King Jr. Day and Sade and Aaliyah being born today. I was like, you know what, this is one of the most lit days of the year, magically speaking, with all these great figures and leaders and artists, and it's just an amazing energy to start off the week to inspire yourself. But I'm getting off course. Let me go back. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the 20th to the 22nd. We're getting on the conscious note, the star. You are ready. You're developed. You are where you need to be. The universe is putting every little thing that you need at this moment at your footsteps. Pay attention. Pay attention. And think outside the box. Just be really wild with it. Like, really use your imagination and think above and beyond. Really, there's nothing stopping you. And the star is universal healing and universal bless ups. So here you see like a sense of, damn, I've been putting in the work. I've been naked. I don't know how much more raw I could possibly be. I've shed, or the universe has taken everything from me in some way. And oh my God, this is giving me a headache. And now I'm just kind of waiting for my turn, for the light to shine on me. And the star is like this emotional healing that's going on, that's going to allow you to tap into your greatness, or to see what you haven't been able to see about yourself before, to give you some sort of personal revelations that's going to allow you to sustain your hope and to really achieve and access your goals. When I see this card, I see that everything is accessible. Your goals, your dreams, your wildest dreams, everything is accessible to you this weekend. Or maybe you just have this epiphany that's like, wow, it was just me holding myself back this whole time. Let's go. 2017, let's go. How do I realign myself with my devil? Maybe I could use my devil to my advantage. And this can also pertain to healing with the theme of the devil. Forgiving other people for mirroring what you always had inside of yourself, but maybe didn't want to admit to yourself. On a subconscious note, we're getting, again, another healing theme, the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups is a reunion. Maybe reuniting with those lost aspects of yourself, reuniting with your homegirls, your homeboys, your hometown. Really finding some amazing news that's going to make you celebrate and rejoice. Feeling your top self, feeling worthy, feeling validated, feeling spiritually renewed, uplifted. Positive manifestations all working out in your favor. If you're doing ritual work, I guarantee that this is an amazing time as we're leading up to the full moon, the waxing moon. That I lied, to the new moon. I don't even know what day of the week it is anymore, to be honest. as we're leading to the new moon, when we're kind of setting out our intentions, when we're initiating new things, um, maybe you start seeing that things are much more effortless, especially now that Mercury's direct. Things are much more effortless. You don't feel like you have to bash your head into a wall in order to make it work. um and also, feminine energy is of the utmost importance to you. Heal, laugh, dance, get naked, make love. um Really, things to uplift your feminine spirit. Write, sing, go shopping, engage in a luxurious bath, read phenomenal books. Find your inner voice. And I really do feel like this is about finding your inner voice and just sharing it amongst people who are about that life, who can support and uplift you. Finding sisters, your tribe. If you're a dude, finding your brothers. If you're a dude, finding your sisters. If you're sis, finding brothers. It doesn't have to pertain to gender always. But this is a really, really dope reading. Thank you so much for sticking by with it. I'm going to pull out an Isis Oracle deck to sum this all up. In love and light, spirit, what is the message for all of us this week? Isis, what do you have to say to your audience? What is it that you want to relay to your audience? What's your message? Okay. And we're getting Divine Sun Child. Blessings of the Sun Falcon. Blessings of the Sun Falcon, the Divine Sun Child Horus, son of Isis and Osiris, flow to you now, beloved initiate. It is time. It is time to allow your light to flourish without limits, to let your light burn bright without veil, just like the midsummer sun burning without contest in the Egyptian desert. Blessings of the Sun Falcon herald this time when your divine legacy is being born. It is your time to burn bright. Horus, the divine sun child of Isis and Osiris, was born out of impossible circumstances through the great devotion of his mother Isis and her loving determination to heal her husband and bring him back to life to eventually become the king of Egypt, defeating dark forces that would seek to destroy him and all that he loved with great triumph. It is the story of the divine hero of Egypt. It is also a metaphor for our inner world. Our divine feminine must stay true to her values of love, healing, and the triumph of creativity over destruction, born of fear and hate. She must never give up her beliefs in her ideals. Our divine feminine is our body, whether man or woman, our inner values and the ideals that make our hearts beat stronger and feel right within our belly. With such love for her inner divine masculine, she must never give up on her belief in him either, and her desire for their togetherness. It leads to his healing, even if he has been lost, fragmented, and thought dead. The divine masculine is our spirit, whether woman or man, that our body desires to unite with, to help it come to life and light in a new and blissful way. The love in our hearts calls our spirit home into our bodies. We are able to stand firm, take action, and make choices that allow our inner ideals to become a part of our world. We live according to our values, not just hold them inside of ourselves. Finally, as our divine masculine and feminine unite within our bodies, a golden consciousness is born. And this is the sun child Horus, with an eye that is the moon and an eye that is the sun, representing the perfect balance of masculine and feminine in harmony with each other. The divine sun child is the new self, filled with love, light, and power in the world. It is the authentic self, living the inner truths in the outer world, an agent of healing on this planet, and inspiration for others to be bold, brave, and vivid enough to walk their own path to eventually receive the same blessings. As the sun falcon, With a burning golden solar disk above his head, he descends to you now, blessing you with great light, good tidings, and creative potency to manifest your life's legacy, that which has meaning and preciousness to your heart and soul successfully. He is the sign that your heart needs to know it will triumph. The solar principle for which he stands honors creativity and light in all forms: music, art, writing, and more. What is in your heart? Are you building a spiritual legacy in your life now? Even if from seemingly small or impossible beginnings, great things are possible for you and your creative spirit. To allow these sacred blessings to empower your creative birth now, in many ways, you are guided to let go of thoughts or feelings that it is impossible or too hard or cannot be done. Honoring the need to create as part of your natural life expression is a way for you to receive these blessings. You are born to shine like the sun. You just are, and there is no question that it will happen. The oracle of the sun falcon can also indicate a new and life-changing opportunity on its way to you now. When your heart sings, say yes. Do not give up unless you have your success. The sun will shine on you. You will succeed. So the ritual of the sun falcon, I'm going to read to you. You can rewind this because I'm certainly not going to type it up. I'm sorry, I got too much work. Better rewind it, take notes, pause, take notes if you're inclined to do it. This can reaffirm the message for this week. It's a really beautiful yet simple ritual, and I'm going to read it. You can do this ritual outdoors on a bright day or in a room full of candles to honor the light of the sun. Close your eyes and become aware of the light of the sun or candle burning in your own heart. Imagine that you become aware of a magnificent golden falcon within that flame, with wide wings and a fierce call, shining like the sun full of golden light. Above the head of the falcon is a solar disk, a sun, golden and strong. Feel the golden light emanating from this source and say, I now receive through unconditional love the golden light blessings of the sun falcon. I welcome your unconditional love and assistance and blessings into my heart and life now. Help me foster life and creation now, beloved sun falcon. I honor my creative inner sun and allow it to be powerful and bright. Through my own free will as a sovereign being of light, so be it. Stay with the golden light, and when you're ready, just open your eyes. If you use the candle, feel free to light it again and again whenever you're engaging in creative work to activate your blessings. Incantation to the sun falcon. You can use this incantation as a blessing prayer at any time you need some divine creative assistance. You can use it independently or at the end of the ritual above. Horus, falcon of the golden sun, my creative energies have begun to shine bright and strong. Help my creative projects along to fulfillment and completion pure, with your will and light so sure. For Horus, falcon of the golden sun, my successes and winnings now come. Ashe. Anyway, that was beautiful. That was totally in alignment for all the cards that have fallen out and what we were able to pull for ourselves this week. Thank you for checking in. And it's getting dark. I got to do laundry and groceries and finish up my tarot scopes. Anyway, I love you guys. You guys really, really rock. If you're interested in an in-person session in New Orleans, email me urbanillumination@gmail.com or check out my website, myurbanillumination.com. On the Work With Me page, you will see all my services and my prices. You email me for my availability because this fluctuates often. In addition to that, if you are not in New Orleans and you are interested in a session, I am still available via Google Hangout, FaceTime, Skype, or phone. And you can, again, book through the Work With Me tab or directly on my website. I want to hear what's happening with y'all. I want to hear how this message resonates with you. Maybe even your personal interpretations. Please feel free to subscribe, like, and comment below on what we was just chatting about, or share with those in need. I'm sending you all the love in the world. Ache, bendiciones y chao.